Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
This is Harris. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the fourth. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 3rd down, it's Jacobs, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the slant pattern here complete. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Lutz now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
They'll set up a throw, and this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Cardinals got to go quickly. Hustling to the line. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come throwing here on first down. He's going to float this over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll set up to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 22. And they are able to spike it, cutting it close, but 2 seconds left on the clock. And it's incomplete. Still time left, though. 2 seconds remaining now in the fourth quarter.
Set! 319! 319!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the 49ers,